Hello everyone, just getting rid of the sunspot. Just gonna hold you up close so it doesn't look a little gross. Anyway, still got Dr. Seuss syndrome. Either way, I'd just like to say, life for me is not okay. I think I'm in a liminal space, full of ghosts and being tortured by them, and man, life just is awful because of it. If this is real life, I honestly can't tell. I feel like I'm in oblivion or hell, a proverbial hell that is, as a man of with at least faith, who read the Quran and the New Testament, I know which place would be hell. It would be the second death, where you go to a lake of fire and burn forever and ever. Or if you believe in the Quran, there's a symbolic tree called Zakum, a pleasure to be had because there's mercy in it too. But then you have to wash it down with fiery sulfur, molten, and then you will just either keep on crying or you'll be thrown into the lava, where you then keep trying to crawl back to the island so that way you can sob again out of all the remorse and guilt that you feel. And it makes me terrified knowing that I could be in oblivion and not hell, because then I'm in a liminal space being tortured by my old high school friend, Brandon Lee Spencer, who now goes under Brandon B. Herman, with his last name still in tandem, Spencer, right there at the end. And then he would be constantly in my head through an evil eye in the shape of an almond. And then that evil eye would start talking to me with his voice. And ever since then, it had been spying on me with absolutely no choice, that I would end up making art for him and that he would plagiarize everything and give it to another man. And then that man ended up saying, well, I've kind of been doing that all along. Do you want to work together? And he said, what an angel song. By the way, I know who you are, at least by what you say. You're Cain who slew Abel, who I gave a contract that day, here from this liminal space where Nolan has to be God. Me, of course, being Nolan Levi. And that's no fraud, just here in this liminal space, through visions and grace, God decided to tell me, but not exactly to my face, though exactly to my face at least once, from the Holy Spirit, who was just absolutely opaque white. And man, it eased everything in my sight. But what terrifies me is that a week before, I signed a deal with a demon that he would show me the door, and it was only if he would quote-unquote steal my destiny of fame, wealth, glory, and true love, but he mentioned that he couldn't get that stuff, especially because he just doesn't want anyone to have love, especially when it's true, but he could give you your perfect wife or something like that too. Either way, I just gotta say, a voice is in my head today, that while I am talking to you, my audience in tandem, I just want to say, I was R-worded by Brandon B. Herman Spencer today, and I want to die.